No one's been busier this season as he currently paces the NFL in receptions. Great game in store for y'all, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Hello again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Orlando team as they enter play. They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. On the other side of the field for our visitors here, they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Aiden Hutchinson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. Here's Tua. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now Tua. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Jamison Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
Now it's Richardson. This is Fant on the short completion. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Richardson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the shotgun, Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Richardson working from the gun. Under pressure, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Richardson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Richardson looking to throw. Shifts by him. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Tua sets up to pass it. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 10. So the completion good for just 3. And 3rd and 8 now. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger. And this time, it cost them 2 points.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that flag accepted. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Richardson out of the shotgun. Got it complete to Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Brought down on the play by Trenton Simpson. This is 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Richardson to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
8 yards to go.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Richardson looking to throw this. Fights through him. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
On the option left, Richardson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the 1st.
Orlando, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They pick up 12 on the play, and the chains move. Now Richardson back to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Malik Neighbors, an 11-yard touchdown. And his guys have taken the lead.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who were in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. The visitors' offense and running back Joe Mixon set to take over once more. And he's had a knack for finding the end zone all season long. His numbers reflect that. Here we are in the month of December, and he sits atop the NFL leaderboard in terms of rushing touchdowns. Over the middle, complete. It's Campbell. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down. And the slot man goes in motion left. Tua going to throw. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you
Automatic
argue your
first
case
down.
with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to pass. Tua. Campbell making the catch. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. In motion left comes Williams. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Kyle Pitts. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are going to retake the lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The home team's offense and Anthony Richardson ready for this next possession. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. And quickly to the outside, that's caught by Lamb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 4 catches, 53 yards.
And when it comes to individual numbers, he's leading the pack, and all he wants to do now is finish strong and secure a league title.
Now Richardson. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. That one a first down pickup of 8. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 25 yards that time.
Good sharp route right there. They're going to line him up out to the right. And since this is man coverage, his goal, find a way to get the defender to turn his hips. He's able to do so right there, and they get a connection for a first down.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Orlando with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's caught left side by Neighbors. Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Called out a very strong gain of 24.
First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Devon Achane with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year as his guys have now moved out in front. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. roughing the kicker. Defense.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. We get a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns by a running back, and he sets the pace here in the latter stages of the season. In motion right, that's Williams. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Tua. Short throw caught by Pitts. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. On the option left, here's Tua. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Mixon running wide side. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Now, this is a feeling I can relate to all too well. Deflation on third and short. Excellent coverage, took away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for, the quarterback, and he used his legs to hot-foot it for a first down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Now Tua. Short throw caught by Pitts. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. This offense so far on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. Off the option, here's Williams. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Javonte Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys have once again taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 5. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Richardson. Throw caught by Achane. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's go.
Back to the air with Richardson. He'll get this into the hands of Odunze. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now a 3rd and 6. Richardson looking to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. This a 27-yard attempt here. And his kick is indeed good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Inside handoff to Mixon. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And they will take over 1st and 10. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. A pass complete to Odunze. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Here's 2nd and 7. Richardson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Richardson looking to throw this. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at the 15. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. And they'll run the option to start the drive. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
That'll be caught by Rodgers. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. In motion left goes a tight end. Now Richardson back to throw it. Short throw underneath to Hurst. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
Second and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Off play action. Richardson. They'll roll him out right. And he's got some space here. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Bottom line is that he is just something else as a runner, because there are not many QBs in this league who can rip off a game that big, and he did it with the defense giving him a little extra attention after he hit him on a run earlier this series.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Operating from the gun, Richardson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing
Ball
route.
start, offense.
They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Richardson completes it to Fant on the right side. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that physician keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Richardson to throw off play action. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Holding, offense.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the shotgun, Richardson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Trenton Simpson with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left, and they'll remain down by 2.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Tua sets up to pass it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large, but here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school, I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
From midfield, here's Tua. Catch made here by Campbell.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, just like last play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Mixing up the middle.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Touchdown!
Jamison Williams
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. That time a 6-play drive.
And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Orlando takes back over on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now 2nd and 3. Now Richardson. In trouble, and he's taken down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
They go play action with Richardson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out.
He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed, it's
snail's pace.
Snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants. Feels like he has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that.
Here's Tua.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Trayvon Walker
Picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back live to Orlando, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A 40-yard punt, no return.
Orlando takes back over on offense. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Richardson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Now Tua. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Looking to pass. Tua. Pass complete there to Nakua. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The offense on third down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Trayvon Walker able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua.
That pass caught, it's Williams.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Tua.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
A gain of 14. Results in a 1st down.
The slot man in motion right. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. When you're not allowed to climb, you got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there, and a really nice play resulted for them.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. A handoff to Mixon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
On second and goal, Tua. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Joe Mixon, touchdown number 22 on the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Well, wherever he is on the field, he is certainly slippery with a football in his hands, and he proved it right there.
And normally moves like that aren't supposed to work this deep in the red zone because there's not enough space. Normally way more effective when you're working out in the open field. But here, incredible shiftiness, excellent contact balance, and he works his way into the end zone.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Orlando takes back over on offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Richardson.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Here comes second down at 5. He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Play action. Now Richardson. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Richardson. They set up the screen. Achane has it.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Now second down and a few inches.
Escaping the pressure. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Anthony Richardson.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for two here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Point after, right down the middle, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's Mixon on the counter. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
A big one coming for kicker Eddie Pinheiro.
This to perhaps salt this one away.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Here's first and 10. Here's Richardson.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
One last shot for Richardson.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for our visitors, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Orlando, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.